Hello, everyone. After
Wow.
we've got Children of the Dove, and I'm Henrik Reel, and we're going to share with you about our good friend here, Francis Sikuku, with Light of the Future Foundation. And Francis is one of our networking friends, and he's been working on several campaigns right now. We're going to let Francis share about himself. Francis is going to open the floor to you, sir, and let you share about your beautiful foundation that you've recently started and what you're working towards, sir. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you so much, Brother Henrik.
Bet.
My name's Sikuku Francis Ouma. For those people who have not known me or have never heard of my name, I'm Francis Ouma Sikuku from Kenya. I'm a music trainer, a drummist. I'm also a plumber, for those people who doesn't know. And I am the founder of Light of Future Foundation. And here in Kenya, I started this program in the year of 2016, but I started when I was still in school. So the more I did it, the more I felt that it's good to reach out to human beings and to show humanity too, and to save life, to save children. And through that, we came into partnership with the Children of Dove Foundation too. So we have been here with Brother Henrik, sharing a lot, helping each other in terms of connectivity, connection through the internet, through the networks. So far, I've been doing the support of helping children back to school, supporting widows, building them decent houses, giving them startup of businesses. And recently, we had a sanitary pad donation together with exercise books
Wonderful.
at Madare Center, Changrong.
That's wonderful.
And we did our best. And it was 2 weeks ago, we had parents meeting. Parent called me for a meeting just for thanking. Then I told them, it's not a matter of thanking me, but it's a matter of unity. This one I'm doing it to show unity, purpose, and love.
Like that.
Unity, purpose. So right now, we are having a campaign of building a house for a widow whom we selected last year, but because of the programs, we could not chip in this program. We could confuse our helpers and our donors too. So we always work on program after one program after one program, until we finish it. We see that this one we have reached at it and this place, so we need to go to another program. So right now, we are doing a campaign of supporting Eunice Adhiambo Omondi, who is a widow at Sega Village, with two young boys, Sylvester Omondi and Meshach Odhiambo. So they have been staying in a grass thatched house for 7 years since their husband went to rest with God. So we started this program because I saw Eunice had a chest pain, together with the children had some pneumonia and a chest cold because of bad place where they are living in. So that's the reason why we saw it's always good to come in and chip in and support this widow. Then we are seeing in that Harambe, in that fundraising that we are doing it so that it cater building and it cater business startup also. Right now, I've connected her with one of the business seminar back in the community so that she can go and learn how to manage finances, how to manage business. So when we shall reach a time of building her house, after building a house, we will give a startup money that she can start up a business and stand on her own, so that you don't see that we keep on donating, we keep on supporting her, and there are other people too who need support. So there is a business seminar that she is in right now. As we are speaking, she was in a business seminar. there's a church that always conduct business seminars for the widows and financial management, because it will be very bad if you give somebody some finances to start a business and she have never run a business, she don't know how to manage the finances, is like a waste. So that's the reason why we saw to do that. So through the connection of Brother Henrik, we really thank you so much for the connectivity and for what you have been supporting us through, telling us to do this at this right time, at this right time. So we thank God. And that is all about Francis Ouma Sikuku. I'm taking back it again to Henrik.
Well, Francis, I appreciate you. It's been difficult, you know. I can't take too much credit because sometimes I've had my own issues arise where it's slowed us down, but there's been times where you've kept me back on track as well. So again, when I have the focus, I'm pushing when I can. That way, each time we push, we get some more done, and then we get some more done, we have another little step we can take forward. And I really appreciate you. You cheer me up and keep me focused at times when I need it. So let me go back to some things that you just shared with us. I took a few notes here, and what I've been focusing on you lately has been your invest in a child, invest in their future, which has been for the children. Correct?
Yeah.
Okay, and right now they're basically in school and they have enough of the funding, or I don't want to say the funding, but they have enough of the supplies that they need, or how is that going right now?
Yeah, right now, what I did my calculation because the children closed on Wednesday last week. On Wednesday this week, they closed on Wednesday this week, and the parts, we took the part on 14. So I did the calculation that when these kids will be at home, they will lack sanitary pads, and sometimes they will lack exercise books where they can jot down their own notes when they are doing their own studies. So far, we just selected those kids who are mostly affected, and they were affected by the flood. When there was a flood on May, the books were destroyed, their houses were destroyed, and maybe the sanitary pads that maybe their parents stored also went away with the water. But those kids still need support. They still need support. So what we did is just to support them during this holiday that they will be at home, so that they have good sanitary pads and they also have the books that they can jot down the notes. But we are planning to go back to that school by the end of January to see, because we had talked to the school, we found out even the textbook were destroyed. They lack the textbook. Teachers lack the textbook that they use to teach children. So you find out that one subject is being shared like with 3 teachers, 4 teachers, 1 book. So those are the challenges they are facing there. Another challenge that they are facing there is in terms of boys. We also found out that boys are also in much of needs of the inner pants, shoe polish. Some lack shoe polish, some lack even good shoes. Some are coming to school with the slippers, with the sandals, which is very, very bad when somebody's in school and is going to the public toilet where they use the toilet, all of them. So they need closed shoes and also socks. So from that thing we did, we just did it to show, just did it to show a startup on what programs we need to do in that school.
Okay. And so they don't really start school again until January, you're saying?
Yes, on January 30th, the end of January, because we need also to give time, because on December, I'm going to have a lot of programs, and I need also to take a break of a little bit resting in that January, so that starting from 30th, we will go on with the programs of that school.
Okay, so right now, basically, we're still able to collect funds on that to help with whatever they may need, because you're still sending some children to school and paying for their funding, so you still need some donations coming in to pay for their schooling, though. Also, am I correct?
Yes, yes,
And
yes.
if we can stay at least ahead of that, or at least be requesting that now, we can at least stay ahead of that for the next school year. Am I correct?
Very true. That one can really help so much.
That's
Can really
that's
help so much.
that's an ongoing fundraiser basically for you to keep them in school. Okay, so we've been pushing that forward, and now you are. And I know I've shared into our YouTube account some videos of you repairing people's homes before, so they can get an idea how dedicated you truly are to what you're doing for your community. And
Yeah.
what I'm looking at is once again getting some more information while we're discussing your new campaign while the children are taking a break. Your campaign right now is this woman who has been a widow, and I believe you shared videos with me before about her too, haven't you?
Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay. So you've been assisting this woman for a while too now.
Yeah.
Okay, great. And
But,
tell me, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
yes, we've been assisting her in terms of support, in terms of buying the clothes, and I made also sure that those kids are back to school. But now what came onto my heart is that even though these kids are going to school and they are coming back to sleep in a very bad place where they are, recently I took one of them to dispensary because of the chest problem, because of pneumonia, the cold. So that's the reason why I decided to look away on how I can do the campaign and let the house built
Right. So
by
you're saying,
December. God,
right.
by December, the campaign wants to go for 1 month, one full month, November, full of November, so that at least by December we can get the money to start the construction.
Right. So you're actually pushing this campaign now and through November, December, so that way you can get the funding for the widow's home, right? Her home. What is her name
Yeah,
again? What is
yeah.
her name again, Francis, so I can get it down very well?
Yeah, the name of the widow is called Eunice Adiambo.
It's Eunice. It's right. UNICE, right?
Yeah, Eunice is EU.
EU. I'm sorry. Mm-hmm.
EUN
Uh-huh.
CE.
Okay.
The second name is Adiambo. Adiambo is letter A, D, H, I, A, M, B, O.
Yeah,
Third name
Adiambo.
is,
Eunice Adiambo. Okay, I
yeah,
got you there. And you said she also
yeah,
has
third name,
she's been living like this for a little bit, and you've helped her once before, puts a few things together on her home. What
yeah.
what does she have children that stay with her as well?
Yes, she has two boys.
Two
Two
boys.
boys
Okay.
who they are still young in the age of 6 and 7, age of 6 and 9, 6 and 9 years age.
6 and 9 years. All right.
Yeah.
And this is the campaign you are having right now as you're looking to do that for November. And what I'm doing,
Very true.
I'm taking these notes down because this way I can kind of focus on what you have going on and look at creating some some backdrop pages and things like that so you can utilize them. That way you can get some attention, and I know what we're pushing for that campaign. Tell me some more about what you're looking at doing for her. You're wanting to help build her structure what is it?
Yes, I'm going to help build her a new house because the house she's living in is a very bad house, a very garage thatched house. And when the rain is when it's raining, they always have the rain getting inside the house, whereby you need to go to a certain corner of the house to wait until the rain goes. So after building the house, we are planning on that campaign. If the campaign will go as we have targeted and as our budget have been placed, we will look a certain money we put aside to make sure that we give her a business startup.
Okay, so you're doing some more. I know you showed me before you did something. I guess you what did you send me before? Some work that you did on her house before? Is that what you sent me?
No, the one that I sent you, it was for Philista. The one that I sent you, it was for Philista and Elijah.
Lista.
Yeah, but this
So
one,
this is another lady. Another lady.
yeah,
This is
but with
another.
Philista,
Okay, okay. I was making sure what we're looking at here. I know I've watched you help several people, and I'm making sure I keep up with how many people.
yeah,
So okay, so this is a new woman besides the,
yeah,
and I remember Elijah was the man who had the sore on his leg. He had the leg problems. Am I correct?
yeah,
Yes. So see, I mean,
very
you've already helped so
right.
many people,
Elijah is
several people. So this is a new lady from the last one that you showed me. So this is good. Okay, great. So she has two boys. You're going to help her with a house, getting her house done together, and we're looking at funding a business startup, right?
yeah, very true. So that
Okay.
after building a house, they can have something where they can get their daily income. And
And you,
right now, I've taken her for a seminar of 3 months
what? Say that
of
again.
financial management. Business.
For some reason, I think
Yes.
maybe because you're echoing, it kind of blocks you out. Re-say what you just said.
Yeah.
Everything right then. Just say it again.
Yes. Right now, I'm. I've already taken her to a business seminar
Right.
whereby she's learning about financial management and how to run a business, a small business, not that big one, but a small. So if she know how to run the small one, I know when the big one, as the business shall grow, she will know how to manage it. So
Yes.
that's the reason why we see after doing that, when we give her now the money of business startup, she know very well which of business she can and to buy them on and on and on. Yeah.
Yeah, we just cut out and in and out for some reason while you were speaking, but I did understand that you're sending to her business seminar to help her learn some business techniques, how to operate, how to run a business, how to manage the
Yeah.
finances, and just some
Very
general, yeah, some general business courses so she would understand how to operate a business because she hasn't done so yet. But this is
very
a valuable way for her to have some sort of income and stability coming in, and even great for your community as well, because as one business generates, hopefully it creates more and more. So that's a good deal. Okay,
yeah. Yeah.
I'm looking at
And
information.
I connected.
Go ahead.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
I connected her. Yeah. I connected her together with other widows. 10 widows. It's not only Eunice. Together with Philista is also there with other widows. And this seminar is for free. I
Nice.
was told by one of my friends that if you have people who want to learn about this seminar business, allow them to be in. So that's the reason why I allowed Eunice to be there also.
Getting something to drink here. Sorry.
Yeah.
That is great. That way, you like you said, you have opportunity to help them increase their own potentials, and that's what really needs to happen. Finding ways to. The only way you're going to do anything nowadays is create your own, and waiting for hopefully to find a job sometimes doesn't work. Sometimes you got to start finding ways to create it yourself. So that's beautiful, Francis. You've been helping so many people.
Very,
Very true. So this is your campaign. So, and this, her name is Eunice, and we have her campaign. So I have some basic information set up on her. She has two boys. She's going to do a business startup. Does she know what kind of business she's thinking of yet, or she just basically kind of going to start the training and see how she goes from there? Okay. So she,
yeah.
right. So if we come up some decent ideas or something, is she looking at staying like I guess maybe I think a lot of people there around you do a lot of permaculture and farming. And then I've heard
Very
people talk about, I mean, just like here, people have chickens and stuff. I'm sure
yeah.
do those kind of things. I'm not sure what else you could do over there, but be sure keep me updated with that, and we will see what we can help her out with. And how long did you run this campaign for? The whole from now until what, December?
Yeah, I want this campaign to go full of November. And if we've not reached the target, I can extend it up to the first week of December.
Okay, so you want to do it from now basically to November, but really through the month of November. That's your campaign for the month of November.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe extend it.
Up to the 5th of December.
Right. Now, this is good on both parts because we're not only having a little questionnaire and sharing about what you're really doing, but we're also kind of having a meeting and we're working towards some solutions for what needs to be completed. So I think this is great. Yeah. All right. And I'll be looking at creating some, like I said, some web pages set up. It won't have to be nothing major because you're only running it for a month, but we need to leave. I can focus on this campaign here for this month, from the end of this month to next month to December, and then we can find out more what you want to do. And I'll be looking at setting up some things for you on maybe some simple web pages and some attention stuff, and that way we don't have to worry about having them run too long. I did do some more work in the IC, well, I call it the ICIF, the Invest in a Child, Invest in the Future, because that seems like the main thing there is to make sure they're getting the education. That seems to be one of the things the government is requiring. And that's one thing that I'm constantly keeping running. So that's what I worked on. We also, I sent you over those designs too, I believe, that we worked on. You let me know what you like, and we'll continue altering or whatever we need to do to improve those to get you satisfied. That backdrop is just a general backdrop right now. It kind of gets difficult trying to change things, you know, so we'll just work with what we have. And like I said, I'll see what I can alter and change that you want and need. That way we can make what we want look good and continue from there. So Francis, most of the time whenever you these people, I know we've shared before too, let's stay focused on what you're working towards and how you get there. You shared with us that you music and everything, and so a lot of the times what you do is you basically do either church functions or places where you can play music to earn some money to help fund what you work towards. You have different methods and means that you've been doing. So Francis doesn't just ask for donations. He's also in his community. He's engaging. He's meeting with people. He goes to prison functions and teach men how to play instruments there. He's a vital role in his community. And what he does is his heart. He sees an issue and a problem, and he begins looking for solutions. He works towards those solutions by working himself physically if need be, and extending his heart out and online and looking for donations. And he's very transparent. Transparency is 100% from this man. Every time I've dealt with him, I've seen nothing but where he showed me how he received donations and then where those donations went to by physical action. Whether Francis did a video saying, hey, these are the donations, this is where they went to, and showed you and showing you by the receipts, by what he purchased. So Francis is working honestly and truthfully to help the people in his community and create his Light of Future Foundation as I believe, Francis, you are becoming a nonprofit also, am I correct?
Yes, it's a nonprofit organization.
You are an actual nonprofit organization, not a community-based organization.
Because a nonprofit organization is an organization which what you get doesn't profit you, but it profits the community.
Exactly.
And the main thing for me is to see my community change, and one day they can stand on their own, and they can also start supporting other communities too.
That's the general idea. Yeah, that's what I see as well. You got to start one and then kind of expand. it's like with us, we're still growing too. So we're very small, family operated. You know, there's only a couple of us, and I do a lot of the work, from working my normal job to keep my bills suffice, to doing this, to putting in my time after work and on my weekends, which I love and enjoy what I'm doing. So this is why I do it. So there has to be that partner drive, and I'm glad that I met up with you because we share that same drive. And there's times, like I said, I may kind of get sidetracked with something else, and you'll say, "Hey, you got to remember we're doing this." "Oh, I got you, Francis. I'm sorry I got sidetracked." I get that way sometimes, and I'm working on keeping myself in alignment too. But because of work and handling the everyday life, sometimes I can't control everything. But yes, brother,
Very true.
very true. And I know how it is sometimes uh, with everyone. But oh, sorry. So
Very.
very true. I'm working towards it, brother, best I can. I'm not most perfect, but you know, if we keep working it together one piece at a time, it eventually come together perfectly. So again,
Yeah.
right, again, what are some of the uh I know I met with some of your secretary and your treasurer people to your new nonprofit
Yeah.
that you switched over your name from. And if people don't know, Francis was working for the name Sound of God. So if you do see any of our posts or images with Sound of God, Francis, in his country, the name had to be changed to the Light of Future Foundation. So we are making corrections and changes there. So be sure that you understand his organization and foundation is known as the Light of Future. And he's located in South Africa, and you're in the Kenya area. Is that correct, Francis?
Yes, it's located in Kenya. And something that I will also just request, if somebody knows how I can, because I forgotten my password of that page. So I'm looking the way how I can change that name from Sound of God to the Light of Future in that bank, because it's also bringing some confusion, so that I see that name remain Light of Future and that one of Sound of God is removed.
Yeah,
that's the reason why I also need that logo that you sent for me. Is a very nice logo. I will just require, we will change a little bit some of things there, but it's a very nice logo that you sent me that we worked on about the Light of Future. It's a picture that's showing Africa together with that sun rays. It's so nice. Yeah.
Great. I'm trying to work things the best I can with, you know, using at times AI to assist me, because it gets difficult to have to pay a few hundreds of dollars sometimes for a design, and it's not really what we're looking for. So I just use AI, and then I add my own features, and I go into different programs and alter and adjust. Francis has shown us we have about 9 minutes left on this meeting. I think we have about 40 minutes per meeting. Of course, we're nonprofits, so we're working things as the best that we can, our own affordability as well, and starting up these from our own hearts and our own pocketbooks as well. And that's what a nonprofit normally does. But Francis, we have about coming down to about 8 minutes now. Do you have any closing thoughts you want to share with us? And this was a really decent Zoom. I had enjoyed working this into this morning, even though we had some technical difficulties on Facebook, but we got Zoom working for us. So do you have any closing thoughts you'd like to share? And that way we can have this ready to put on our YouTube.
Yes, on my closing remark, I can just stress on the campaign that I have right now for Eunice Abiambo Mondi, the campaign that we are doing to build Eunice a decent house, whereby the campaign is going for the whole month of November, and we already started it. But if we will not reach the target that we've said, we will extend the campaign up to 1 week or 2 weeks of December. So it will depend on how people will be donating. So whoever is just watching us, wherever you are watching us from, maybe you need to donate to this campaign, just reach out to me. I send you my PayPal, and I've also placed it in the video there, so that you can channel your donation to that PayPal, so that we see how we change the life of each other. And another thing that I want to tell you, brothers and sisters, those who are watching us, unity is the purpose of going forward. And if we unite together in love and in unity, we accomplish other things to bring unity of people together, no matter where you come from, no matter your color of the body, no matter your country. But the best thing, if we come together and we stand strong to fight the poverty in our communities, that is the best way to go. Unity is the way to go. Thank you so much. Yes.
Beautiful words, Francis. Beautiful words from a beautiful man and a beautiful hearted man. Thank you, brother, for sharing time. And I apologize, but we got it working. We'll see what we can do next time. We're running out of time here, down the last couple of minutes here. Sure, you're going to let you continue your day. I've got to get some things going on my day as well. I'll reach out to you later and touch base with you on some of that other question you had. Touch base back with me. We'll message back and forth, and we'll see about figuring it out.
Thank you so much.
I bid you good day, Francis, and I'll talk to you again soon. We thank you. We thank everyone that witnessed and enjoyed and watched and participated with some of our technical errors in our new adventures and as we're journeying and growing forward. Thank you, everyone. And that's Francis Sikuku. I'm Henrik Real, and we're signing off. You have a beautiful day.
Thank you so much. Be blessed.